I'm going to start my class that I'm going to talk about some topics. And today is my topic on benefits of being grounded. So my purpose of class is this life, how to be make our this life healthier and happier. So I learned more than 30 years in monastery about Buddhist philosophy. So what is Buddhist philosophy? Is explanation about how things exact work. Normally, we respond, we act without check what is the reality, what is the truth. We always follow according to our emotions, which is defective, which is not trustable. So Buddhist philosophy explain how things actually works. Like if we want to remove our suffering, then how we need to respond. How so it explains that how things work. So then why we need to learn, why we need to learn how things works actually is we all wish to be happy. That is the main purpose, main goal of our life. So then we wish to be happy, but we don't know how to have that happiness. So that's why often we push wrong buttons. Like we want that red color, but we push green color, then it comes green, but we wish the red. So that's why that we push wrong buttons and end up suffering. We have more suffering to run after, to have happiness. And sometimes we act with arrogance and pride to appear higher and greater than others. Why we are doing pride and arrogance? Because we are trying to appear higher and greater than others. But while we are doing the arrogance and pride, we end up isolated and frustrated instead of having more happiness. So that's why I'm going to share the benefit of being grounded or benefits of not being pride and arrogance. Okay. So proud and pride, we need to really understand. Proud is positive thought, and pride and arrogance are negative thought. So then people try to be proud of themselves, but we don't know where to stop, where to push brake. Then it go over Then we have pride and arrogance. It's go bigger and bigger. So like driving a car without knowing when to apply the brakes, where to brakes. Then if we fail to use the brakes at the right time, like this is proud, now it's go uncontrolled. Then we need to brake there. The car goes out of control and we have accident when car brake is not good. So that's why, that means Buddhist philosophy teaches us that where to brake with our emotions. When our emotions lead us our life, then it teaches us now here to brake. Then check ourselves. Okay, so then we take better step. So why do we develop pride and arrogance? Because we believe we have something special that others do not. We have something special things that others do not have. So that's why, that is the reason we develop pride and arrogance. But that is not true. I will try to explain with the story. But we think like we are the special, have special knowledge. We do not others have that knowledge. So that's why we feel like we are the unique, we are the higher, greater. Then we gain arrogance and pride. But actually, that is not true. So the story is, one time, the ancient time, there was one guy who is very good knowledge, who is very rich, very famous, and he had pride and arrogance, and then he have very big project, and he went to one small town. Okay. So then one day while he traveled, then there was a very big lake, and then he has to be cross that lake with a small boat. Then there was a sailor. Is a sailor? Sailor. Then he was the only in that boat. Then he sit in that boat and then start talking with the sailor. And he say, "Do you know me?" Then sailor say, "No." Then he have a proud that he is a famous. Then he wish to be everyone know about his fame. And then he say, "Did you do not read the newspaper that I usually come on newspaper?" Then the sailor replied that he cannot read. That's why he's not used to be read in newspaper. Then the guy said, "You know nothing. You know nothing. You are very small." And again he asked him about, "Do you know that I am going to a big project here? It's a very expensive and big project here. Do you know about that?" So then he replied, "No, I don't know about that because I cannot read any books or newspaper." So then again he say, "You know nothing. Why you are living with a very small thoughts?" Then he tried to disrespect him and try to show him as a very higher and greater. Then in the middle of the lake, then the storm, having storm, start storm. Okay, then their boat hit the big rock, and it that makes hole inside the boat. Then the water, the start comes inside the boat. So now that guy is start scared. Then he asks the sailor to help me, help me. Why? Then he say, I cannot swim. So that's why I'm about to die now, because I cannot swim. So then the sailor say, you know nothing. You know nothing. So then, but you don't worry, because I know how to swim, and I know how to help others through swimming, and I can save you through. So you don't worry. So that means, so this story shows us that everyone have their own unique knowledge, unique understanding, even with cooking, make, even every knowledge have equal value in our, and everyone have different knowledge, different talent, different skill. So that's why um, in we are all equal. Even some know, like I know something that you don't know, and uh, I don't know something that you know well. So this is all equal. So there's nothing to be pride and arrogance. And so the next is, so when we had pride and arrogance, then there are two disadvantage of being arrogance and pride. This is very important things which people less aware about that. When we believe this, when we gain arrogance and pride, that can harm both our knowledge and our behavior. Two things. The arrogance and pride harms our knowledge and behavior. I'm going to explain. The first, how pride and arrogance harm our knowledge, is when we gain arrogance, then the arrogance blocks our ability to receive information, because when we have arrogance, then we start believing ourselves as a perfect. Like, I'm perfect now, I don't need to learn anything. Like, I'm already perfect. So that built and blocks our ability to receive information. Then everything or everyone we look as us smaller than us. Then, okay, so then it kills our desire to learn new things. Arrogance kills our desire to new things. Then we stop receiving new information. We stop receiving new information because once we believe that we are perfect. Then when we stop receiving new information, then we stop growing. That is disadvantage. Even small things can teach us something valuable. And okay, this is very important, because we become intelligent by gaining more information and skill. Like when we have feelings of grounded then we try to understand deep meaning, everyone, then our receiver is more open. Then we receive more information. Oh, this dog. Then we can learn something from dog reaction. Then weather, sun, flower, everything can teach something new. So then our brain start receiving more information. Then we have more wisdom. We become more intelligent. So which is we become smarter and wiser in our life. So then when we have arrogance and pride, then we are losing that opportunity. Is one of the greatest losses in our life. Okay. So also in Buddhist practice, there we say our brain should be open. So there are two things to be open. One thing is to learn the meaning of the text. That is, if we don't learn that, then our brain is closed. And second one is when we already understand the meaning of the text, again, we should not be satisfied. We need how to apply that. We need to also open that brain. But usually people close that brain. Like in our life also, we learn many things from KG, high school, university, that all they teach. They teach us that how to make money, how to get good job, but they don't teach. After good job, after we earn money, then they don't teach that now use them and how to make us happy. Nobody teach. That's why when people have everything, fame, money, every good job, still suffering. That's why they don't know how to use them to make them happy. They don't know. So that's why, so there are, because when people understand that how to make money, how to get good job, then they satisfy. They are not aware about. Now, next is we still need to go there, that learn how to use them and how to make them us to happy, like how to get more benefits from that. So that's why, okay, and so when we had arrogance, then we feel satisfied. Now I'm perfect, I'm intelligent, then I'm not going to learn something new, and everything look as a smaller, then our receiver become defective, and then we stop gain more information. And second is how the arrogance and pride harm our behavior, because arrogance destroy our sense of empathy. When we have arrogance, then that means we put ourselves as the highest one, like oh, I am the most sensitive people in the world. Nobody can harm me. If anyone harm me, then I will not going to be quiet, like arrogance. Then we start thinking I am the most important person in the world. Then arrogance destroys our sense of empathy. Then it leads us to place ourselves above others, and if we are Okay, yeah. And when this is very dangerous and must be okay. When we fail to feel others' emotions properly, like when we have arrogance, then we have less sense of empathy, of feel others' feelings. Then we ignore the harm we cause. We neglect our own behavior. And as a result, our behavior becomes negative. Then whatever we do, we feel it is good, it is right. Whatever we say, whatever how act, we start feeling, we without checking, we feel like oh good and right. Then our behavior becomes negative, and people begin to dislike us, and gradually they distance ourselves like this. When we start harming others, disturbing others through our behavior, the people try to stay far from us as much as. And those around us may even start to feel like enemies, and we become isolated and lonely. Eventually, we may feel depressed because human beings are social by nature. Our happiness depends on others. Our behavior can block the care and love of others. So that means when we gain arrogance, our sense of empathy become low. Then our understanding energy will be low because of our arrogance. Then we don't feel others' feelings. Then we start neglect others' feelings. Then we start harming them. Then people around us start responding according to my behavior. Then they start disrespect with me. Then we blame them. But actually, they disrespect according to my own actions, my own, that we cannot blame others. So respect, love, and care is we need to earn. It doesn't comes automatically. People, when our behavior is good, people will respect automatically. This is we need to earn. But people have arrogance, then around us, loved one start being far away from us. Then we end up with blaming them. They are not good. So in the end, we suffer and blame others for our pain. So because this is very important. The source of happiness, our source of happiness, we believe that our source of happiness is material things. We start thinking like food, shopping, computer. Those are our source of happiness. But that is misunderstood. According to my point of view, is wrong. Because source of happiness, main source of happiness is sentient beings. Love, care, compassion. Those are really, people all want to attention. People start feeling caring other, patience, understanding each other. That is really important in our life. But actually, we neglect people. And give more value to the material things like a car, houses, money, and we do disrespect to people and for the some benefits of material things, which is we are doing wrong. And then, so the source of our happiness is the sentient beings. So then human beings is also the main source of, because our life is we human beings are social by nature. Our nature is we need more care and love. And when we share our love, and sharing love is the only way to have love. When we are not sharing any love, then how comes to have a more love? And next, what is the most beautiful things in the world is, some people say hill, mountain, lake, flower. Then according to my point of view, the most beautiful thing is sentient beings. When I go to the park, beach, then I see that people are playing, caring each other, dancing, playing and care each other like a child, or parents are caring their children, supporting them. Then that is really beautiful things, like to watching them smiling, laughing, true, genuine happiness look on their face. That is the real best, like a most beautiful thing in the world. But people neglect, and people try to stay far from people. Like I'm not going there because there are many people. I become depressed. I want to go in the jungle, forest and hiking. So it is good, but the more we hate people, the less we are getting happiness and peace. So because source of our happiness is all produced by people, like a house, car, mobile, food, all produced by people. People are the main, like how we enjoy music. Then music is produced by people. So then food, we enjoy eating food. Then food is produced, whatever we enjoy, that produced by people. So that's why people are very kind, and those are the real source of our happiness. Okay, so therefore, and also what is most attractive things, how to be me as attractive. And some people have more makeup and try to go to the gym to look beautiful. But the most beautiful attractive thing is when we stay grounded, humility, that attract people most. His Holiness Dalai Lama, Mother Teresa, all Gandhiji, all attract people by their humility, grounded, their good behavior, not by their looks. So those are very important, and therefore being grounded is extremely benefit for long-term well-being, both for developing wisdom and cultivating healthy behavior. Okay. So next, I'm going to teach our stanza from the letter to a friend composed by Nagarjuna, and we are at 19th stanza. The 19th stanza is: there are some people who go from light to light, and some whose end from dark is darkness still, while some end up going from light to dark and dark to light.